Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about one of our SQL question which can be asked in interview. So the question is we need to find out three ways of deleting exact duplicate from the SQL table. Okay. So for this, I'll be taking an example for employee table. Let me first make sure that I'm dropping it and let me create my employee table. So in employee table, we have ID, first name, last name, and department. Now let me do one thing and let me quickly introduce few duplicate in my table and then we will discuss what do I mean by exact duplicate. So throughout my demo, I'll be running this script multiple times. So don't get confused. Now let me do one thing and show you the data first. So here is the data and we can see over here that there are few records which are getting duplicated multiple times. With exact duplicate, I mean that not only ID is getting duplicated, but you will see that rest of the column, first name, last name, and department, all of them are getting duplicated. I have intentionally introduced two duplicate for ID1, one duplicate for ID2, and one duplicate for ID3. We do not have any duplicate for ID4 and 5. All right, let's go ahead and start deleting the duplicate from this table. For the first example, we're going to use a row number and CTE. So I'm creating one CTE with the name of employee CTE. And inside that, what I'm doing is I'm providing row number to each and every record of this table, right? Here I need to find out the exact duplicate. That means we will need to operate on each and every column at a time. So each and every column collectively make a single group. Then only we will be able to find out exact duplicate. Okay. So what I mean by collectively they will create a group. That means that whenever we will do a group by operation or a partition by operation, in that case, we will have to include each and every column to find out the duplicate. And that's why you will see over here that from my employee table, I am selecting each and every field. And after that, I am generating a row number for each and every record. In order to generate a row number, we need to provide a partition by clause. This is very similar to group by, and here we are creating a groups. So as I've already told you that we will need to create a group on top of each and every column. So that's why I'm doing a partition by each and every column. Okay. And then in row number, you have to mandatorily mention one order by clause. Otherwise, your query will fail. So in this case, you can give any of a attribute as a order by. I'm just taking ID as an order by attribute. Okay. Now let's do one thing. First, let's run this inside query and then we will see how it is assigning row number to our records. So here we have seen that it has created one group for one John Doe HR. Okay, inside that group, it has assigned row number to each and every record. And as we know that a row number assigns a ranking, or you can say that row number in a sequential fashion. Okay, if we would have taken a rank or dance rank, then each and every these rows would have got one rank. And that's why we cannot use rank or dance rank in order to delete the exact duplicates. Okay. So now you can see that John got duplicated three times. That's why we got 1, 2, 3 row number for John group. And again, if we will talk about row number ID, Jane Smith IT group, then it has got two row number, 1 and 2. And again, Alice also got 1 and 2. As we did not had any duplicate for row ID 4 and 5, that's why they only have row number equal to 1. Now, if you will closely analyze this result set, then you should be able to understand how to delete the duplicate. So if we will have a filter where we can filter out the row numbers which are greater than 1, in that case, we will be able to filter out the duplicate. Okay. So let me do one thing. Before running the delete command, we will run the corresponding select command. This is a best practice in production. Before deleting anything, you should run its corresponding select statement and cross check whatever you are deleting, is it correct or not? Okay, so if I will only run this much, then this will not filter out anything and it will again give us the same output which is in the screen. Let me run and see. All right, so now what we want to do is we will apply a filter, and in this case, we will filter out all those rows where the row number is greater than 1. Let me run it and we will see that it will filter out two records for John, one record for Jane, and one record for Alice. So this is our expected outcome. Let me run it. So here, as expected, two records for John, one for Jane, and one for Alice got printed out. And we can see that only those records got filtered where the row number is greater than 1. So now we are good to go. Now we know that only these records are going to get deleted. So we can safely comment out the select query and we can delete the exact duplicates from our table. I'm running this command and this will delete the duplicate. So it has affected 4 rows. So by now the duplicate should have got deleted and we should only have 5 record and each ID is coming only once. So we have successfully deleted exact duplicates using row number. I am again repeating that in case of rank or dance rank, you cannot do it. Just to show you, let me do one thing, run this script again. It will insert all the 9 rows. That means duplicate will again got inserted. Let's quickly cross check. So yeah, duplicate got inserted. And this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the rank instead of row number and let's see how it will behave. So here you will see that for each and every record inside a single group, it has assigned each record with rank as 1. Okay. Even in case of dance rank also, it will provide the same result. Let's again quickly cross check. So here again, it is providing each and every record with a rank equal to 1, which we do not want. Okay, so we cannot use rank and dance rank. You have to have used row number for this. All right, so our first method we have learned. Now let's move to the second method. Before moving to the second method, let me make sure that we have some duplicates. So yeah, we actually have a duplicate. What we're gonna do in this method is we're gonna do group by with all columns. Just like we did partitioned by all columns, so we're gonna do the same thing over here. But here we're gonna take help of one temporary table. So what I'll do, I'll create an exact replica of original table, but this will be some sort of temporary table. So let me make sure I do not have it and let me create it. This is an exact replica of employee table. I'm giving it a name as EMP group by. Now, what we're going to do is, let me again show you what we have in our table. I'm going to do a group by on top of each and every column. That means it will give me a single record for each unique combination. Okay. So this time, only one row of John will get displayed, and similarly, only one row for Jan and Alice will get displayed. All right, so let's do one thing. Before doing an insert into this temporary table, let's run this query. So what I'm doing over here is I'm doing a group by with all the columns and then printing those columns. Okay, and then we will see what will happen. So as expected, when we do a group by on top of each and every column of our table, it will give you the distinct rows of your table. All right, so we have it. So what we're going to do, we are going to insert it into our temporary table. I have inserted it. Let's quickly cross check. Now our temporary table contain only distinct record. What we can do is we can safely remove record from our actual table. Let me truncate it and let's quickly cross check. So our final table do not have any record now. And what we can do is we can take all the record from temporary table and insert it into our final table. Let's do it. So our 5 records got inserted and then quickly cross check if we already have our duplicate deleted or not. So yes, we have deleted our duplicate. So this was the second method. Now in order to explain you the third method, let me again insert the duplicate. So duplicate got inserted. Let's quickly cross check. All right. So this time what we're going to do is instead of group by, we're going to take help of distinct clause and we will do the same thing. We will run distinct on top of each and every column. Okay, but before that, let's discuss what we are doing. So again, I'm creating one temporary table which is going to help us. So this temporary table again have the same structure as of our final table. Now let's do one thing. Let's run distinct of a star from our final table. Let me quickly show you that we have duplicate in the table. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to run distinct on top of each and every column. So instead of a star, you can write ID, comma, first name, comma, last name, and department. But as we already know that we can use asterisk if we need to denote all the columns in SQL. So let's run this query and see what will be the output. So as expected, it has given us all the distinct and unique records to us. Now what we're going to do is we are going to store all these unique record inside this temporary table. Let me run this command and it has inserted all the unique record inside EMP distinct temporary table. Now we can safely delete employee table. Let me truncate it. So we have deleted all the record. It should be empty by now. Now what we can do, we already have unique record or distinct record in this table. We can take help of this table and insert all the record into employee table. Let me do it. So we have inserted all the unique record and we have safely deleted the duplicate record over here. So these were the three ways we have used row number. And again, I'm repeating, you cannot use rank and tense rank over here. Then in the second method, we have used group by, and in the third method, we have used distinct of all column. So that's it for this video, guys. If you like this video, subscribe my channel. Till then, take care. Bye bye. I'll meet you in the next video.